Welcome back to World's News, where we present you the hottest news from all over the entire world. This week's topics are a new COVID mutation found in New York wastewater, Ukrainian citizens getting ready for war, whether fusion energy could be the energy source of the future, and if Facebook and Instagram will be shut down in Europe. We hope that you'll enjoy this week's news, so let's jump right into the video. New COVID mutation found in New York wastewater. We've all seen how the Omicron variant of the coronavirus let the infection numbers rise over the past months, because the Omicron variant was different from the previous mutations, so even people that had the virus before could catch it again. Now, a new mutation of COVID was discovered in wastewater in New York. Scientists from the City University of New York have been examining the wastewater in New York for over a year now, and this has now led to the discovery of an entire new mutation of the virus. So the virus wasn't officially discovered in COVID cases yet, but it probably won't take long either. So get ready for a new COVID wave and consistently rising infection rates, because that's what's gonna happen if this variant is as different from the past variants as the Omicron variant. Right now, there isn't much else known about this new mutation, but I'm sure that we're gonna hear about it soon. So once again, please stay home if possible, but at least get vaccinated and wear masks if there are no medical issues stopping you from doing so. Ukrainian citizens getting ready for war. In the past, you've heard multiple news regarding the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, but this one really is something else. We've already told you that there are serious tensions between Russia and Ukraine right now, and there has been fear of a Russian invasion in Ukraine. The US government expects a Russian invasion in this February, since Russia keeps stationing troops along the 2,000 kilometers or 1,250 miles long Russian-Ukrainian border. Western intelligence services guess that by now there are around 120,000 Russian soldiers along the border, let alone tanks, planes and other artillery. Now, Ukrainian citizens started training in order to defend themselves if Russia would invade Ukraine. Some people even bought firearms and other weapons and are working on their aim or fighting techniques, as you can see here. I think that it's sad that you still have to think of an invasion as a real possibility, since at least I thought that we had overcome this age, but there's nothing left to do but to hope that this conflict won't degenerate into war. Could fusion energy be the energy source of the future? Fusion energy has been researched for many years, but the energy gained with that simply couldn't keep up with the other energy generating methods. Until now. A few days ago, scientists from the United Kingdom announced that they more than doubled the previous record for generating and sustaining nuclear fusion, which is the same process that allows the suns and stars to shine so brightly. And this is great, but what is fusion energy? During a nuclear fusion, two or more atoms are fused into one larger one. That process unleashes a tremendous amount of energy in form of heat. So it is the opposite of fission, as the technique used to create nuclear power that we use today is called. Fission means the splitting of atoms, which creates the nuclear waste, which is the biggest reason why nuclear energy shouldn't be the energy source of our future. But fusion energy creates very little waste, and apart from that, fusion energy is much safer than fission energy. So fusion energy could be the next big energy source because it produces very little waste, it is carbon free and its potential is huge, since we aren't even close to being able to sustain all the energy created in the process. So we can stay tuned for upcoming innovations in the fusion energy research. Will there be no Facebook and Instagram in Europe? This probably concerns everyone, since Instagram is one of the most used social media platforms among the younger generations, while the mid-aged and older generations probably stick with Facebook or Meta, as it is called now. But what exactly happened? Meta announced that it would stop providing access to Facebook and Instagram in Europe if the European Union banned microtargeting. But what was microtargeting again? So, microtargeting basically is a form of online targeted advertising that analyzes personal data to identify the interests of a specific audience or individual in order to influence their actions. For example, if I was looking up the hashtag cars on Instagram, or if I like content about cars more than other content, Instagram would show me more car-related content, but microtargeting goes much deeper and is way more complicated than just this. Now, Meta said if we are unable to target ads, we will likely be unable to offer a number of our most significant products and services, including Facebook and Instagram in Europe. So they're putting much pressure on the European Parliament, and this could go in either direction. So we can only hope that they're gonna find a working solution that doesn't involve Facebook and Instagram shutting down in Europe. These were this week's top news. If you missed any topics from regions that we forgot to cover, please let us know in the comments. We hope that you enjoyed this video, and now to this week's bonus fact. Clownfish are known to change sex, including reproductive functions. A school of clownfish is always built into a hierarchy with a female fish at the top. When she dies, the most dominant male changes sex and takes her place.